here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the nightmare, but when I stopped to see through sight, begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now, to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. If I wait tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'm falling asleep when I'm home. When there's no way to go, no one that can see through that side. No, I can see my life is crap. I have to see them too. I just live into my world, far from the pain, the feel. Just out of reach of the fire.
Have you ever wanted to drive a real race car on a famous NASCAR track? The staff at Stock Car Racing Experience will suit you up, teach you what you need to know, and put you behind the wheel of a 160-mile-per-hour stock car on NASCAR's famous Pocono Raceway.
That was great. I enjoyed it. Unbelievable.
It's that unique, one-of-a-kind experience you'll never forget.
It was definitely worth it. It's the second time I did it, and I'm still shaking.
Call or register online at 877stockcar.com for a heart-pounding, once-in-a-lifetime experience. You won't forget it.
Hello, race fans. Welcome. We're live here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's right, for the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And man, what an experience it has been here, and we're racing for the chase here, folks. We got some awesome guys here tonight, and they have got a very, very tricky track again. Last week, Dover saw a very tricky track with these guys, but tonight we got 17, some bad fast boys here at the RacinFreeks, and they're battling with another one here. So it's going to be interesting what these guys, man, do out here. 166 laps. Strap in, get your refreshments, get ready. Got about 3 minutes left. About a little over 3 minutes left before we get into qualifying here. As these boys tonight are going to do some awesome things as we head off into this race, Charlotte, and then we head next week to Talladega. That's right, Talladega plate racing. Wow. We're going to see some awesome excitement there. Some awesome excitement here. It's going to be some different strategies involved in how these guys are able to kind of move around this track here, because we're here live here at Charlotte, folks. Motor Speedway. Nice looking track. Nice looking field. Good looking cars out here. The RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience there. About to get this day underway. Let's listen to the sights and sounds until we get ready, set, and go for qualifying. What's going on, Jay Weezy out there, man? I see you, Gerald West. Oh, got old Ed Burrow out there. Said he can't make it tonight. That's all right. He's going to be in spirit here with us. Watching this, we got about a minute 20 left here before we go to qualifying. These guys are gearing up here. And like Gerald said, yeah, it's a difficult setup, difficult track. 107 degrees track temp right now, folks. 79 degrees is normal out here. 166 laps of this thing, and it's, you know, it's just going to be a driver's track. This is what I want to see. These guys are going to have to actually drive this machine around here. Oh, I hate to hear that, Ed. Man, I hope you're feeling a lot better. Wow. Yeah, no doubt. Wow. I definitely, man, thoughts and prayers with you there. Ed Burrow, man, said just got out of the hospital. 3 days of being in there, man. I hate to see that for anybody. Well, we do got a star-studded, man, who's who of field here. Benjamin Nelson's back again. We got Jake Nichols back out there. Brandon Mullen, Cedric Hunter. Definitely got that Hello Kitty waving at the world. Mark Whitley out there. He's bad fast in the G-Force machine. Neil Odegaard, Zach Hall. Bob Skinner, the rock star. Y'all know who that is. Ethan Kurtz out there. Tyler Sifford, Mr. Popular. He's out there. Nick Crawford, Corey Blevins. Haven't seen him in a while, but wow, making a debut back in here. Very, very nice there. Awesome. Jeff Gilmore, Gerald West, just talked about him. Robert Moyer himself, James Hackworth, and Randy Fash out there. As that concludes the practice, here we go, going into qualifying. The biggest thing about qualifying with these guys is it's an open style set qualifying. And that means everybody will be on the track at the same time. There's old Tina out there. She's getting ready, pumped up to cheer for her man Bob Skinner, the rock star himself out there. He's got the green machine trucking around here. Girls on the hood looking good. And everybody else out there screaming around here. There's the sports graphics man himself out there. Nice. What's going on, Hunter? Stop cheating for the 82. Well, the problem is, Hunter, she's kind of got to be a little biased on that. The reason being is the logo's overlapping. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about on the live thing? Yeah, that's because they got such a big darn. There, maybe that'll help a little bit, but actually I probably could move it over here. There we go. There you go. That moved. Yeah, she kind of got a little bias, man. You know, she got Bob Skinner right there in the same household, so yeah. Yeah, it's so darn big, that's why. I could do this. Oh, how's that? That work better for y'all? Put it down at the bottom. Let me know if that works better for you. I try to aim to please the best I can, you know. Yeah, who don't like the Hello Kitty car, man? Come on, man. Well, that's why I used the red one. Yeah, I like the red one. I was going to use the black one. I got a black, green, blue, and a red. So I used the red tonight. Figured it stood out a little bit better. Nah, it doesn't block anything down there. Should be alright down there at the bottom. Some logos, theirs is tall, some logos are wide, so it shouldn't be too bad. Well, we got about 40 seconds left here in qualifying. We're going to get set here to go green flag racing, 166 laps here. Charlotte Motor Speedway, folks. That's right. RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. We're under caution, or not, we're under qualifying right now. These guys are storming around this place here. Huge 1.5 mile track. Very tricky one tonight, as it's going to be a very interesting affair, so to speak. Right now, Benjamin Nelson's man on point. There we go. That concludes qualifying, folks. Yep. I got a green, I got a black, green, blue, and a red one. I figured I'd use the red one tonight. It stood out a little bit more. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's get some grid in order up here tonight because Benjamin Nelson puts it out there. The man's got all the Benjamins out there, and he's showing them up big time with a subway machine. Jake Nichols, call him the Superman, sitting on the outside row. Mark Whitley got G-Force power looking good there. Zach Hall, don't count him out. He's looking good starting in the 4th spot. 5th place man, Nick Crawford, is running around. Brandon Mullen sitting in the 6th. Ethan Kurtz, a newcomer, 7th. Neil Odegaard there in 8th. 9th place, Corey Blevins coming back out with the sports graphics machine. 10th place, there he is, Jay Weezy himself. Gerald West, definitely looking spot on here tonight, rounding out the top 10s. We look to the rest of the field here. Got old Cedric Hunter there in 11th. Tyler Sifford, 12th. Bob Skinner, the rock star, 13th. Jeff Gilmore, 14th. James Hackworth, 15th. And Randy Fayosh rounds out the 16th. Oh, and Robert O'Moyer right there in the 17th spot. So we got some 17 of some bad fast boys here on a bad fast track. About to do bad fast things here tonight. Gonna be very interesting. It's COO, what's it called? Oliver, just send a Robert Moyer a message on Facebook or iRacing. Send them a message, man. These guys, man, they're open to anybody. I mean, you know, come up in here, and as long as you're not up in here, man, trying to tear up the place or kill anybody. Usually they're pretty good. I think what they do now is they let guys run on Friday nights to kind of test out. So on a bad fast broadcast, there you go. Well, we're going to try. How's that? How's that? We're going to try to get this thing started. Well, we're definitely on a very tricky track, nonetheless, and that would be Charlotte Motor Speedway here tonight. Normally, Charlotte's under the lights. We're here in the daytime atmosphere. So we're going to see two of some of the top-notch guys up front there, Jake and Benjamin, but you can't count these guys out behind them. I mean, these boys behind them, you got that Pepsi Max machine right there, the 77, Mark Whitley. He is definitely awesome. Absolutely, always definitely looking to field. I can't talk, never mind. Feel the field. There we go, I got it out. I mean, RacinFreeks, it's a good league. I love how they're running it here. We're closing in on the end of the season here for the regular, but we do got a winter series starting up. Indy cars, they're going to have a 6-race Indy car series. Going to start up December the 9th and 10th. And it's going to run for about 6 weeks or so, and then we kick off the season again starting in February. So, hey, keep that in mind. If you like Indy cars, definitely check that out. It's going to be interesting. Get in, let these guys know, man, you like it. But here we go. Pace cars coming in. Let's go side by side on the start here. As here we go. Pace cars in. Benjamin Nelson is going to hammer through the gears and take off. Oh, look at Jake Nichols, got a good start. I tell you what, I think they had to be very careful on that start right there so they didn't spin the tires as they head off into turn number 1. They will try to duke it out and go side by side as old Mark Whitley's trying to do everything he can back there in that 77. He's got Zach Hall pushing on his back end. Now remember, folks, it's 166 laps. You got to pace yourself very carefully here. These guys are going to have to be very, very careful out here because it's a very, very tricky track here tonight. And you see everybody in a single file line except for the top 2 leaders up front, as those 2 guys, man, are going to try to go neck and neck. As does a 79 have him on the outside. That 47's not giving up. And the 77 of Mark Whitley back there says, I'm not giving up either. Wow, what a battle going on, but it looks like Jake might have that high line as they ride off into the turn. Yep, he takes it away from him. Wow, power move. Here comes the 77 on the top side. Boy, Mark Whitley, he said all week long, I'm coming up here, boys, to try to take something away from y'all. And he definitely is. He is screaming around this track. Right now, looking very good in his own right. Wow, gotta love it. As Jake's right now has done took off up front. Behind him, Benjamin Nelson's right there, the 77. He's got Zach Hall along with him. Awesome. Absolutely. Wow, that's awesome. 2017 champion in Stamford, Connecticut, open wheel modified. Oh, that is awesome. Nice. Nice. Wow, good deal. Good credentials right there, man. I like that, Oliver. Well, good race here so far. Let's see what's happening in the backside back here. So we got a good storm of guys. Is up front. You see these boys. That's actually, well, riding along here. Actually, with Mark Whitley, he's up front, but in the back, you got Gerald West back there. You got Neil Odegaard, Brandon Mullen, Corey Blevins, and a bunch of slew of others back there running. As always, if you like what you see, hit a like, hit a share, hit a sub if it's first time in coming around here. Definitely enjoy it. I would love to see more of it. Trying to get to that 1,000 mark. 900 is my goal for the end of the year. I owe it all to the fans out there and appreciate each and every one of you coming in week and week out, showing your support. Well, we got a good winter series going to start up here at RacinFreeks Sim Racing League. I got an IndyCar series going to start December the 10th here on OSRNetwork. Actually, not 10th, excuse me, the week after, 16th, I believe it is. Snowball Derby here is on the 9th and 10th, by the way. Well, still a good fight in the back there. Watching some of these guys, man, just race it out. Oh, Bob Skinner looking pretty good back there, but you still got a slew of other cars. Yeah, no problem, Oliver, as always, man, definitely. There's old Zach Hall, we're watching him. He's got, look at that, the NASA machine. Nick Crawford, he's coming up through there, and here's where the slew of cars I was talking about. Ethan Kurtz, and the 20, that's the 25, Brandon Mullen right there. Corey Blevins in the mix. Nice looking sports graphics machine out there running. And behind him, you got the 20, Brandon Mullen, Neil Odegaard, Cedric Hunter's in the mix. Back, sorry about that. I had to go deal with a dog. An old mutt. A good battle still going on right here. It's Corey Blevins, and he's got Brandon Mullen on his backside there with Cedric Hunter looking good. So it's a slew of cars right here and a good mix of a battle happening. Wow. I mean, that's pretty good right there. They're stacked up. Cedric Hunter got that Hello Kitty. He's trying to bring it to the front. Bob Skinner's in that mix in there too. Like old Bob Skinner out there. He's got that green machine out there. That boy, man's trucking around this place. It's right behind them. So let's watch this, and we'll go side by side again here and see what our leaders up front are doing. That old Jake Nichols, man, and Benjamin Nelson out front there. Still a good slew of pack right here. Look at the number 12, Ethan Kurt. Ethan Kurtz right there, the 25. Brandon Mullins trying to make waves, looking on the high side. Whoa! Old Mark Whitley came out that turn, sitting it sideways just a little bit. Man, had a little bit too much Pepsi. But look at old Brandon right there. Those slew of 4 cars right there. They're all nose to tail, single file line. as we watch the leaders here. That's the good thing about the side to side. Don't miss too much action here for y'all. Helps me out up here in the booth when I'm by myself to kind of let y'all know what's going on the track. Brandon Mullins still at 20. He's going to think about 3 wide. Nope, the 25, Corey Blevins. Whoa, that's Nick Crawford. That man, he had to hang on to that shuttle machine right there a little bit. Almost put that thing to the moon. Ethan's going to leave the door open for him on the high side. That's what I'm talking about all race long, folks. These guys, man, are going to have their hands full with these cars, just like Dover last week. Dover was a very, very tricky and bad track. And these guys, wow. Corey is actually the man on the bad side there. Oh, man, I hate to hear that, Oliver. Good battle going on right here. Brandon Mullins on the inside. Nick Crawford, he's going to take his Jack Daniels machine and try to get that low line going. As Corey Blevins on the inside of Hello Kitty flying at the world. That's Cedric Hunter and the 13 machine. And still up front, you got Jake Nichols and Benjamin Nelson. They're checking out the new time zone up there. But they got their own little battle going on. As old Mark Whitley's back here behind them. He's trying to hang on to whatever he can hang on to. Still a good battle going on here for the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th spot. I mean, you can throw a blanket over all those cars there. Gerald West moving up into it. Bob Skinner's trying to close that gap up just a little bit. 18, to tell Bob, man, pick the pace up a little bit. He's lagging behind. All right, figure we'd just say something. Help him out a little bit. Here comes Cedric Hunter, though. 6th spot, looking up underneath Nick Crawford right there. That'd be for the 6th spot, excuse me. He's going to try to power that move on the inside, see if he can't take it, bring that thing to the front. He says he's got a championship. He's got to run down Zach Hall up there. He's got to get up there and get close. Here we go. We got Jeff Gilmore back there in the back, too. Robert Moyer sitting in the back. Going back here to the back and see what these guys do. There's Gerald West. There's Jeff Gilmore. Look good. Caterpillar machine. And he's got Robert Moyer in the Skittles mobile right behind him. Definitely two good-looking machines up here. Go back side by side because we've got a battle happening almost for 3rd place. Zach Hall's closing in on the back end. Whoa. And we just saw right there, Mark Whitley came out of the turn, almost put it up into the wall. This track is becoming a very treacherous place. Oh, look at Tina out there. She's trying to be race director. She says, no need to get in trouble. No need to do anything bad. Listen at her. There's Randy Fast. He's got that Flintstone machine out there running. I love it. Up front, though, we still got a battle about to brew for the lead. As Benjamin Nelson again is going to try to run down that man, Jake Nichols. Well, we saw him out there at Dover. Those two guys were out there, pitchforking each other. All up. And behind them, though, well, behind them, you got a slew of machines right here. I mean, look at this. I mean, Zach Hall's taking over the 3rd place spot. You got Mark Whitley right there in 4th. Ethan Kurt sitting in 5th. Cedric Hunter, he's right there in the mix. So a slew of machines that are coming up through here. Everybody's kind of getting fanned out just a little bit, being careful, just like Tina out there. We're talking about everybody being careful. Look, there's that big Hello Kitty. That's a big kitty on the top hood. Everybody loves the kitty. Well, folks, here we go. Live here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. That's right. And right now, good experience on the track. Very good race so far. As they storm around this place here. 1.5 mile speedway. Here in the Carolina style, and we're on the coast. Oh! Happened in front of Bob Skinner. Bob got him tagged just a little. Neil Odegaard looks like the one in there. We're under caution for the first time tonight here. Let's see exactly what happened here, though. Oh, we missed it. We'll go back on one more time. The 99's going into the turn right there. We're heading off in the tri-oval. I don't know if him and the 25 might just... Oh, a little net code got together. Hate seeing that. Bob almost... Wow, he got... Talk about some net code issue right there. Wow. Alright, well... Hate to see that on their ends. But, yeah. Everybody's coming to pits. Pit road. Well, it has been a good one so far. Hope everybody's enjoyed it. Much as I have, anyways. I've enjoyed it. Because we're live here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And let's see if we can't get a word in. I can't get a word in with old Mark Whitley. I don't think I got a cockpit view of these guys. No. Alright, see if we can't get a word in with Mark Whitley. We're gonna bring old Mark up here. Mark Whitley, Joe ain't in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Well, Mark, I tell you, I heard the rumbling before the race started out there in the pit road and all. Guy said it's a very tricky track. How's that thing feeling out there?
Yeah, it's pretty tricky. It was a little loose to begin with on the first couple laps, and then seems like it gets real tight real quick, and then if you ran it too hard, you definitely wore the tires up pretty bad. That's what happened when I was trying to run up there with them two. It's just overdrove it for a couple laps and it heated it up too much.
Absolutely. We'll tell you what, you got a bad, fast car out there. Think you got one enough, man, to pull this thing off?
No, not even.
Come on, man. Got some good confidence out there. Hey, but either way, good luck, man.
All right, thank you.
All right. Get him back down there in his, there we go. Get him back down there in his old team speed. Definitely, man. Here we go. So we're going to get set to go back green flag racing again. So we're going to, we're going to ride along with Bob Skinner, the rock star, folks, on this restart. And get an idea of what he sees as he comes out of here. As these boys going to storm now out of turn 4. Pace cars in. Here we go. We're going back green flag racing here. As look at Cedric Hunter up front for lap 24. Boy, spun the tires just a little bit. Hang on to that thing. As they jumble it 3 wide up front. Going into the turn, Cedric Hunter gets scooped out of that one way up high. Holy cow, that could have been disastrous right there. Mark Whitley. Here comes, that's Nick Crawford in the mix. Well, these boys are getting some racing freaks, man, in a hurry right there. Look at that jumble of a pack happening. Wow. What a start right there. Definitely something, man, you have to keep your eye out for. I don't think Cedric Hunter, I think he didn't pit. Uh-oh. He wanted points. That's what that was. What's up, John? How you doing? What's up, Victor? How are you? Here we go. Well, look at that 77 powers on the inside there, Ethan Kurtz. As they still will go door to door, neck and neck here. Wow. Up front, you still got, Jake took the lead on that one. You still got a good battle going on back here with Ethan there and Brandon Mullen. As Ethan's trying to hang on to this one, Brandon Mullen is another one who just made that pass for 6th spot. As old Jake's trying to hang on to it up there. Zach Hall's moved it up in the 3rd spot. Let's see what's happening back here in the back again. As was under caution there for the first time. guys, man, are just trying to take it easy around this track. Very tricky track tonight. Absolutely, John. Try to light this place up. Hey, we're at Charlotte. RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Friends. Look at that, boy, Mark Whitley. He's going to try to take it on the inside, the number 4 machine there. That's the NASA shuttle machine there. Nick Crawford. He's got it flying high with the afterburners out. Wow. And here comes that Pepsi man on the inside. He's going to open the door up just a little bit. He's bringing Jack Daniels, so you got Pepsi and Jack Daniels. What a combination. They're going to try to run Zach Hall down up front. Zach's trying to try to learn something here. He's going to try to get up there and run with these boys. And look at these cars. Very, very wiggly. Very strenuous. They go door to door as they head into turn number 3. As they will be side by side coming out of turn number 4. This time by will be lap 30 here. Now, let me just get an update because we got stages. That's right. We're looking for lap 40, 80, and 166 here. So keep that in mind, folks. We're only about 10 laps, 9 laps to go. As Mark Whitley made that pass, and he made it really squirrely there as he goes by. And looking good as he takes and brings Brandon Mullen along with him. So he takes over that 4th place spot in the 77 machine. And up front, at 77 of Mark Whitley, now he's going to set his sights on Zach Hall. Zach Hall's up there looking good. Oh, Jeff Gilmore back there in the back. He's running good, sitting in 8th spot right now. Well, we're in a chase here, folks. We're running in this chase. We're running in this, this is the actual, race number, well, race 1 of the second series. There you go. Round 2. Oh, Mark Whitley tags that outside wall. Still got Brandon Mullen there. And he's got Nick Crawford all over his back end. Good battle going on here for 4th, 5th, and 6th. I do like Charlotte. I really think it's a very good track. As we put the spotlight here, man, a little bit on Jeff Gilmore. Jeff Gilmore out there running around. Got the Caterpillar machine looking good. Oh, okay, Victor. Nice. A good race so far. Good pace that we're at. These guys are putting down about 28-second lap times. As Brandon Mullen's looking on the inside of the 77, he's going to try to take that pass away. And he takes that position heading into the turn. He's bringing the number 4 machine along with him. They will try to duke it outside the side as they come out of turn 2, storm down the back stretch. Brandon Mullen had to go high and wide there. Ooh, Mark Whitley up in the wall. Ethan Kurt's coming along with him. Mark's got a car seal handling right now. Doesn't know what to do. I don't know if that high side, I don't know which side's about the best side to go, really. Well, that's close right there. Yes, very slick out here is what these guys, and you just saw right there the Ford machine of Nick Crawford. We were talking about it. Oh, Tina out there said it's a slip and slide. Well, that guy out there just made sure that it looked like one. He came out of the turn all sideways. He was doing his best Ken Block impersonation as he's trying to follow in the foot and tire tracks there of the number 12 machine of Ethan Kurtz. Ethan Kurtz currently running in the 5th spot. Brandon Mullen's got Jack Daniels. He's all hyped up running in the 4th place spot. Mark Whitley to 77 sitting 7th. Jeff Gilmore still running right there. And no, you don't count out on the man behind him. That's old Robert Moyer. He loves to be patient. Yeah, I'm so used to nighttime too. Yeah, it threw me off a little bit. A daytime Charlotte race. Wow. Well, let's go here. Look at this battle going on. The 25 there is all over the back deck lid of Robert Moyer as they will storm down the back stretch here. That 25 of Corey Blevins will still try to eye and take that spot away from the number 9 spot, away from the 16 there of Robert Moyer. He looks on the inside. Bob Skinner's there. He's got his green machine with the girls on the hood looking good. Out there, the rock star himself. He's watching this battle in front of him as they will go side by side, door to door. Robert Moyer and Corey Blevins. Well, they fan out a little bit. Instead, they go back single file as they head off into turn 3. Wow. That's right, NASA. Got afterburners. Guys are going boom, boom. I love it. All right, Victor. You have a good night, man. Still a good battle going on right there, as it looks like the 25 got around him. But then here, power on the outside, the Skittles machine of Robert Moyer. He's going to pull it back out to the outside as we're watching up front here. Another good battle going on. That's Nick Crawford right there. But look out here. I'm going to watch the leaders for a second because Benjamin Nelson's closing in on the back end there, Jake Nichols. And Jake's got the OSRNetwork machine. Appreciate him running those colors up there for me as always. Still a good neck-and-neck battle here with the 16 of Robert Moyer as he hangs on to that outside spot coming out of there a little wiggly. Wow. Jeff Gilmore sees this battle in his rearview mirror and is going, fellas, keep battling a little bit. I'll try to hang on up here. But look at that. Corey Blevins doing a fantastic job in that 24 machine, holding on to it. Yeah, I've never been, but I've heard it's a kind of cool place, man, to see the Space Center and shuttle and all that. Whoa, the 25 got loose right there. Almost slid it up into Bob Skinner a little bit. Wow. So a still very good battle going on up front here. So we see a very good battle going on back here in the back. Stage 1's done. That's right. Nichols took that one. Oh, wreck in the back. 77. Mark Whitley's around. Wearing a caution. He is heavily damaged. Wow. Don't know what happened here, but let's go back on the replay. Come out of turn. He hit the wall. And he just lost it. Oh, and Jeff Gilmore nowhere to go. Robert Moyer barely skimming by on that one. Well, let's go back on the replay there because I don't know how in the world Robert would have just got barely past that. But we're going to watch that thing on a slow-mo and a different angle. We're going to see what happened here. Yeah, he bumps the wall and then just loses that car. Tries to correct it. Oh, wow. Did you just see that? How close that was? Wow. Wow. Caution. Caution is out here. That's our leaders here tonight. They're bringing it up here. Wow. Some tore up machines here. Cedric Hunter staying out again. Oh, why? Yeah, he tried everything he could do. So everybody's coming and storming out of pits here. So the race off pit road. Going to be won by Jake Nichols right there. Benjamin Nelson's going to be along with him. Zach Hall, Brandon Mullen's going to bring it up with him. I think Cedric's going to get the lucky dog. Well, we talked to Mark Whitley a little bit ago. Wow. Let's see if we can't get a word in with Cedric. Be interesting to see if he's going to get that lucky dog. Cedric Hunter, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, I do.
I don't want to mess your pit stop up. Well, real quick, I see. Did you get that lucky dog, or did you go a lap down? I know you stayed out that last go round.
Yeah, it wasn't actually my intention to stay out. I was going to pit on the second time because there was a lap car, but for some reason it didn't do the extra lap, which it usually does. So it ended up closing the, closing pit road, so I couldn't come down. So I ended up having, I guess, to pay the ultimate price. I actually was coming down the road when the caution came out, so I didn't manage to get the lucky dog. That's unfortunate. We're just going to have to battle our way back from a lap down.
Okay, good deal. Well, you know, it's not uncommon. You probably could get that lucky dog, get back on the pace. I mean, how's the track feeling out there? I know y'all were saying it was really slick and stuff.
It's not that bad. Actually, I kind of learned to appreciate fresh tires, considering I just went a full fuel run there on the last run. So it's a little loose as the run goes on. Off the corner especially, you kind of have the rear end kind of wants to step out. If you overdrive the car, obviously it gets tight, but overall it feels pretty good. It's really a driver's track. You really have to work the track and kind of force it to do what you want it to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you definitely, I like that, the word there, driver's track, man. I love seeing these guys out here having to put the skill down and all. Well, good luck out there, Cedric, tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. So Cedric Hunter, Mayhem Motorsports man himself there. Definitely, he's got a good group there backing him. Bob Skinner, Brandon Mullen. He's actually got Benjamin Nelson, if I ain't mistaken, down there along with him. So here we go. We're going to get set to go back to green flag racing here, folks. Get these boys, man, rolling again here. Let me rolling. Keep the doggies rolling. Raw high. Yeah, but anyways, that's about all y'all getting from me. Oh, we're having fun up here in the booth, as always. And you're right, John. 148 to go, 1K. I do appreciate it. It's all because of y'all out there, the viewers, the fans, these leagues out here. Everyone has made it possible, man, to make OSRNetwork what it is today. And the great, I just sit up here and talk. Yep. I appreciate you coming out here and listening to it. I appreciate this league here, RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. These guys are a good group, a bunch of guys out here, and really enjoy it. And I like to see, man, the new guys coming over here, too, and racing us. We're getting set here. Green flag's about to fly. Jake Nichols up front here. Got Benjamin Nelson. See if Benjamin can get a good jump. Oh, Brandon Mullen didn't get going and got turned right off into the grass. I don't know if he missed a shift or what, but it was almost just like what we saw last week on the start. Wow. And under caution. Ouch. That's right. You're rolling. Yeah, Limp Bizkit. I got another song I like. Just one of those days. Anyways. He's not on Mayhem. Well, I know he's not on Mayhem, but he hangs out with Mayhem. That's what I mean. He hangs out with the Mayhem Motorsports guys. Yeah, it looked like, man, Brandon just didn't get going. Maybe spun the tires just a little bit there. And, again, this is a tricky track. I mean, I'm seeing Jake and him up front having a hard time getting this thing going on the start. So, it's not the only one. Here we go. Well, good race so far. Definitely enjoy it. All right, here we go, folks. Getting set to go back green flag racing here. Yeah, you're right. Didn't take long, but that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. No harm, no foul. That's what we say anyways. All right. Well, what y'all think about this race so far? Because we're here live here tonight, Charlotte Motor Speedway, RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. Been a very good experience of a race right now, and these guys are just dealing with a track that is just very, very treacherous. and it's something else. You know, when I first started the league here, they was the only Ford that was out here was Cedric Hunter. He was the only one. And then Keith Haney and his boys came over, and Gerald West and them came over, and they all brought Fords, and obviously Jake, you know, he's later on. But Paul Pepper was out there one time and won. All them guys, boy, I tell you, they came over with the Ford camp. It was interesting to see. Robert's always run a Toyota. Brandon's always run a Toyota. But, yeah, it's been dominated. I used to call this the Chevy League. And probably what's going to happen is when they bring out that Camaro, sorry, misspoke. You can see I'm a Mustang man, by the way. When they bring out that, you're probably going to see a lot more people been driving it also. And that's another thing about me, folks. I don't really get too much politically correctness up here either. I don't know if they'd want me president or not. They got to handle that. My slogan wouldn't be "Make America Great Again." I'd be like, let's just put America back the way it used to be back in the olden days. Because there wasn't nothing wrong with it. I mean, really? Wow. Gerald in there fast once I added the OSRNetwork logo. Okay. Sure they didn't add about 300 pounds to the car. Alright, well, we're going to ride along here with Robert Moyer inside here. So we're going to get set here to go back green flag racing. Charlotte Motor Speedway here, folks. RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. Good race so far. We're at lap 52 here, 166 in the books. A few cautions here. It's been a very tricky track. That's why I spun the tires on that one. It's being interesting to see. And you know, unfortunately, Ethan Kurt's wrong place, wrong time. He got in the back end of it, so it is what it is there. But out front, Jake Nichols, Benjamin Nelson, the submachine. Right behind him, Zach Hall, Jeff Gilmore. Look at Jeff Gilmore piloting that thing up there. Here we go. Pace car's coming out of turn number 4. It's going to take that hard left turn off on pit road, and it does. Jake Nichols out front. So, said I added 2 more. I hear you. Here we go. Green flag. Be very careful. Easy on it that time. Robert Moyer gets a good start in the backside back there, too, but he's in a ton of traffic as they head off into turn 1. Jake gets a very good run there over Benjamin, and Zach Hall gets a pretty good one also. You're right, it's still really early right now to call anybody because the track is so treacherous, so tricky. If we get a long green flag run, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, you can see the rocks and everything flying. Just look at the battle going on back there in the back. Robert Moyer right behind him. You see it happening behind him. Boom, we'll go right behind him and ride. That's right there. I mean, that's a good shot to show you. That's Mark Whitley right there in the mix. Mark Whitley just right there along with him. Let's go back here in that mess, boy, a mess it is. I mean, you got a slew of machines back there just all running around, and you still got up front. Look at that right there. You got Ethan Kurtz, Nick Crawford, Mark Whitley powering back, Corey Blevins in the mix, Robert Moyer, Bob Skinner right there, Cedric Hunter, the Hello Kitty machine, flying high. Wow, and still up front here, you got Zach Hall holding his own though with the 2 men up there. Look at Zach Hall. He says, fellas, all right, I found a little something. He is pulling up on the back end of Benjamin Nelson. He might try to take a second spot. Has Zach Hall just been kind of sitting in the back going, huh, might have learned something here on this tricky track. Right now he's looking good because he's able to move it up. It's a good thing about the side to side here. We're able to show you what's going on up front, what's going on in the back. Well, folks, here you go. We love doing this here. Actually, something new, man, I've started doing. And everybody, I guess, kind of started really liking it. I don't know if you like it or not, but I thought it was kind of cool. we're going to go double time Blimpy Cam. That's right, 2 times the Blimpy. I want to show the leaders up here and show the backside of the field here. So watch the battle for the top 3 and the top 2. And watch that battle in the back. So here we go. We got you 2 times the Blimpy. 2 times the Blimpy Cam up here. More Blimpies for everybody. That's right. We're spreading the love around all over the place. Everybody likes a Blimpy Cam. Good battle going on up for the lead right there. As you see the battles happening back there for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th respectively. To kind of give you an idea of the difference there. And Zach Hall's pulling it up there. So we got a 3-car battle up front and about a 10-car battle going out in the middle side. Wow, battles everywhere. And the Blimpy, well, he catches all the action because that's just what Blimpy does, is catch action. 2 times, I love it. Here we go. Well, it's still a good horse run right there between those 3. Zach's fell off just a little bit. Not a lot, though. He still could actually stay up there along with those guys if he hangs on to it. Here we go. We still got a good battle. That's the 12, Ethan Kurtz. You got Brandon Mullen back there along with him. You got Bob Skinner in the mix a little bit. We'll still watch this battle going on up front here. Car around. That's the 12. Under caution. Ethan Kurtz is around. Let's go back on the replay here and see what happened. Oh, let's go back one more time. He's coming out the turn right here. Got a feeling he's going to just lose it. Or maybe tap that wall. Oh, yep. Got a little loose going to the turn. Went up to the outside wall, smacked it. Whamma. And the number 12 machine stayed up there. Good driving job by him to stay up there. Hold on to it. Wow. Tore that car up just a little bit, though. Hate to see that on his end. Well, do you come in the pits? Do you get tires, fuel? Yep. Everybody says, oh, yeah. We got to have some tires and fuel. That's going to leave the pace car out there a lonely person. Well, who do we talk to next? Let's see. We gotta get somebody to talk to. You know what? I talked to old Jeff Gilmore. I ain't talked to him in a while. I'll bring up old Jeff Gilmore up here. Look good in that Caterpillar machine out there. Jeff Gilmore, Joe out in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, well, I'll tell you, you got that Caterpillar machine looking good. You've been up front a couple times there. Currently sitting about 7th spot right now. How's the car feeling out here at Charlotte?
This is a real test of patience tonight. Longevity and being able to hold on to a car that could be tight one lap and loose the next. It's completely different on each end of the track, and it's a real test. So we need to see what happens on a long run. We haven't really had a good long run, so that could be interesting. But yeah, it was up to 4th there. It had a nice little gap to run in, but it would have been nice to see it go green there. We'll see what happens. Yeah,
I know, and a lot of guys before the race and down on pit road was talking about just a very tricky track, very slick out here. I know it's really hot right now, so you know, that's basically what you're saying. Is it's kind of just really tricky. But it's interesting that you just said it's slick on one side, tight on the other. I hadn't heard anybody say anything about that. Now, does that maybe bring up tire wear issues if it does go long green flag?
Oh, for sure, yeah. It's going to give up a lot outside 30 laps. And then it depends on your line in the turn, too. Like, if you run a certain line in the turn, you're going to be tight, which may help you get some. You might be able to get a good lap time, but you're going to give out. You're going to wear tires there. And then if you can find a lap where you're saving tires, you're probably going to be loose. So you might give up some time, but you're going to save tires.
Okay, good deal. Well, it's always good to get a driver's input on what they feel out there. From what we see to what y'all feel is usually two different things. Well, man, good luck out there in that Caterpillar machine.
Yeah, thanks for the interview. Take care.
All right. Get him on back down there to his ATM Motorsports. Guys back there, and I tell you, it's always good to get guys like old Jeff. Good guy, been here, man, for a long time here at the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League. Sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. We're Charlotte Motor Speedway here, folks. Live action here tonight. Appreciate everybody because we're live here on YouTube, Twitch, and iRacing Live. And I want to appreciate iRacing for letting us be on here on the portal side of things. As always, definitely. And I think we do have the Bathurst something here going on tonight, by the way. So, kind of up against some competition. But that's all right. No biggie. Here we go. Pace car's got the lights off. We're going to go back to green flag racing again. Well, who's y'all's favorites out here? Mine. I appreciate all the new ads out there, the subscribers. All right, here we go. We're going green flag racing. Green flag. Gonna be back in the air here in just a second. We'll go side by side here as pace car jumps in. Jake Nichols out front here. Hopefully doesn't hopefully nobody gets on the hammer too hard as they all head off pretty good that time. Good start between the top runners there as they head off into turn number 1, storm off in there. They will all go side to side, nose to tail. And look at that. Zach Hall says, this time I'm getting a jump. And he did and held on to that thing. Well, we did. We got a car, Robert Moyer in the wall. Caution's out. Skittle machine. Wow. Nailed the inside wall. I'm going to pause here just for a second, and we're going to get a good angle here on what happened. Like he just lost it. And then not just but him, but Gerald West and them two in front. Wow. Let's go to Gerald West on that also, because Gerald West, we saw Robert Moyer in the front side there. I think everybody just had to check up. They all were just side to side on the restart. Yeah, Robert lost it coming out of the turn. Ethan Kurtz got a little bit bumped. Oh, no, Brandon Mullen got involved. Did Bob Skinner make it through? Wow, Bob. No, hang on to it. Oh, Bob in the wall just a little bit. I thought he almost had it. Wow. Well, that was just basically one of those nowhere to go. That's right. They reckon. Tearing up cars out here. Shame on them. But tell them. I like that. That's funny. I mean, Mom. They're out here tearing cars up again. Man. Hello Kitty's out here breaking stuff. Oh, we got some definitely tore up race cars now. Unfortunate. I hate to see the likes, man, of Bob Skinner get involved in that too. Because he was running pretty good. I know, Jay Weezy. Not Jay Weezy, man. Can't have Jay Weezy involved. Hate to see that on his end. The J Meister. Totally uncalled for. Totally uncalled for. Yeah. Tell him quit wrecking. Tell him stop it. Robert, if you're listening, tell him quit. Shame on them. All right. Yeah, Gerald, we saw it. There's nowhere to go. just the hole closed up on you, and it happens. It is what it is. Doing good here, so that'll put us back up front here. Another caution out. Lap 68 to 60. It actually helps me out too. Gives me a little break, because I got action all over the place here. Because we're live here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. It's been a experience of a race so far. I've loved it. I don't know about y'all. Been a real good one. Real good one. Good. Alright. Zach Hall made a move on that restart there. Problem is he's going to be on the high side. And he's going to have Nick Crawford up there with him. The Ford machine. There's Jeff Gilmore. Wow. 91 to go. That's right. Absolutely. Back to business. Business is about to pick up front here. As I always like to say, is lights off on the pace car. About set to go back green flag racing here. We're live Charlotte Motor Speedway for the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. Good race so far. Very tricky track, and a lot of these guys have had their hands full all race long. Zach Hall's trying to get up here and win this thing. He's trying to say, I need to punch my ticket into the next stage here. Look good so far doing it. So here we go. Pace car's coming out of turn number 4. Going to take that hard left turn off on pit road. There it does. It's a good word. Green flag. Jake's got to be very easy on the start there. Zach Hall gets a good jump. Benjamin Nelson behind him. Nick Crawford along with him. As they storm off into turn 2. They will still side to side. Is he going to be able to hang on to it there? As we're going to go side by side here with our action. Wow. Zach Hall did not get the run he wanted and stacked the field up huge in the backside. As up front, you still got Nichols. He's out front with Nelson behind him. Zach Hall sitting right there. As hang on to your hats, though. That's right, Nichols is under fire by the man in the subway machine. He's got the sub coming to the front. As look at that Hello Kitty. He's trying to get around Mark Whitley. Trying to figure out a way to do it. Behind those, Zach Hall. He's got Nick Crawford in that Ford machine. Wow. That's right. Hello Kitty waving at the world. As a very, very good battle going on up front here. Benjamin Nelson is all over the back deck lid of that 79. Don't know if just Jake Nichols just don't have what he needs to get this thing crawling up there. But it's definitely interesting. As we're looking right here, Mark Whitley dives on the inside, the 25. The 25 is going to leave that door open. Oh, they touched almost coming up there. Mark had to get out of it right there. That was very close to a disaster about ready to happen as they head to the turn. Now these guys are closing in. I would be interested to see what they do in a long, very long green flag run, as the 13 and the 77 will go side by side here and make out for a run. So we're going to go for a different angle here just so we can show you what's going on between those two cats right there. And actually now we'll go take it back side to side as we're showing the leader here and showing this storm happening in the back. As Cedric Hunter's got his hands full along with that man right there, Mark Whitley. Now Mark Whitley, he got around him. I think Cedric Hunter, he got loose a little bit coming out. You know what happened? Wow. I'm just curious to see if this track kind of eases up just a little bit. If these guys actually will be able to race. Look at that. Nick Crawford's pulling on the 32 as he's trying to reel him in. Wow. Here we go. Lap 74. Oh, yeah, by the way, next stage, we're looking for lap 80. So we got about 5 laps to go. I think that's what Zach Hall wanted. He wanted that stage point. It does. Got you that Carl Edwards reminding going on. A very good battle going on up front here. Really good battle. All right, here we go. Well, these guys are still storming around. Look at that move. Nick Crawford's got his hands full. Corey Blevins all over the back deck lid. And here comes Mark Whitley in the 77 as they're going to try to duke it out just a little bit. And Cedric Hunter has already lost just a little bit up there. Wow, what a battle, though, still going on between these two up front. That's your leaders. Let's watch this battle right here as the 25 goes door to door. 77 says, I'll push that shuttle machine past him. And the Subway man's all over the back end of old Jake up front. So definitely a very good battle going on here. That's actually Nick Crawford in the Ford machine, 4th place spot. A battle as Corey Blevin dives down on the inside again in that 24 Sports Graphics machine. He's got a nose out front coming out of turn 4. 77 of Mark Whitley says, I'm going to follow in your line here and see if we can't get it done. Those two there will duke it out. They throwing rocks all over the place as we're seeing the battle up front here. That's between Benjamin Nelson and Jake Nichols. Wow, it's only lap 79 and 166 and they're racing like it's the last one. I mean, they are still side by side. Careful with it there, Nick. Hang on to it. Almost pushed that 4 into the 25 as they touched coming out of the turn. Bumping and beating and banging. Well, look at the run that Benjamin gets on the 79 up front there as we're watching this battles here. Folks, it's a good one. That's why we want to watch the side to side. As we're seeing that Subway machine there, Benjamin Nelson in the 47 all over the back end of the 79. And out back, though, you're seeing the 4 here. He's got his hands full with the 77. Battle for the lead up front, though. Here we go. That's actually Benjamin Nelson's going to try to take that thing to the front. And he does. He will go side by side with that man. Right there, he almost had him. Just couldn't get it done. Couldn't clear him. Wow. What a huge run these guys are getting out here. Battles all over the place. We're still seeing this good storm battle right here. All these guys are all nose to tail. Everybody goes back nose to tail again. Benjamin got a good run on him. It's the first time we saw him get a good run. Let's go back here. Hello Kitty's moving it up in there. That's Cedric Hunter in the number 7 machine. As he's going to try to take that spot away from Nick Crawford. Crawford sitting in the 6th spot. Cedric's on the inside. He's going to do it. He's got to get up there and battle along there with Zach Hall. If he don't, I don't know. I'll tell you, folks. Well, here we go. We're going to take our take a quick commercial break. Y'all won't miss none of this action. We'll be right back.
Have you ever wanted to drive a real race car on a famous NASCAR track? The staff at Stock Car Racing Experience will suit you up, teach you what you need to know, and put you on a 60-mile-per-hour stock car on NASCAR's famous Pocono Raceway.
That's great. I enjoyed it.
It's that unique, one-of-a-kind experience you'll never forget.
The second time I did it, I'm still sick.
Call or register online at 877-STOCK-CAR.com for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You won't forget it.
All right, we're back here live again. Well, I'll tell you what, there's Stock Car Racing Experience. If you're in the Pocono, Pennsylvania area and you want to experience what it's like to drive one of these monster machines in real life and what it feels like, check them guys out there at the Pocono, Pennsylvania, Pocono Raceway Stock Car Racing Experience to get it done. And like I always say, unless they come up with a convertible, you can forget about it. But right now, this battle, I'm going to tell you, if this does not get your blood pumping, your hair standing up, your heart been jumping around, I don't know what will. You just might be dead. Or there's just something very, very wrong with you. Get your blood pressure checked or something. I don't know what you're going to need. for the excitement that these guys are battling. Up front, you still got Jake Nichols and Benjamin Nelson, but out back, Hello Kitty. He says, I'm not waving at the world. I'm being mad at the world. I'm trying to get to the front side here. Mark Whitley is another one right there behind him. And you got Randy Fayos right there. Actually, it's the 99. Neil Odegaard, he's in the mix there a little bit. Brandon Mullins up there. Corey Blevins. Jeff Gilmore's in the mix. Gerald West there. It's a who's who of names here at the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. Wow, what a run. What a run right now. Definitely a very good one. And those two guys there in the front just aren't going to give up on each other at all. Still like this battling going on back here in the back. So let's take this high and wide here, and we'll go back here on the side to side as they storm out of turn 4. The complete lap, 87 to 166. All right, still got Benjamin Nelson, that sub-machine looking good. He's trying to chase down 79. Good battle going on back here in the back, though. Corey Blevins, Brandon Mullen, Nick Crawford, Jeff Gilmore, respectively. And you got old Gerald West got a wreck. 20s around. Brandon Mullen. Caution out. Let's go back on this one and see what happened. Oh, Brandon just got into the back end a little bit. Wow. And then he went through the grass, mowing the grass with a V8 lawnmower. Wow. Hate to see that on his end. Yeah, this is a tricky track out there, John. It really, really is. These guys are just having to be very mindful. And I think the longer it goes, green flag running wise, the trickier it gets. All right, folks, let's get a talk in here with Corey Blevins. And Corey Blevins hasn't been here in a while. Let's get to talk in with him. Corey, is Joe out in the booth? Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Corey, I tell you what, welcome back here to the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And I tell you, couldn't have picked a better one here. This track tonight's a real tricky one out there. How's it feeling to you in that 25 machine?
Real loose off turn 2. You really got to be, easy on the throttle getting off 2. That seems where the trouble spot is. It's real tight ends, push tight, and then it'll get loose off the corner. But that's what we're battling tonight, and it's been pretty fun so far. Just gonna try to get a good finish in this 25 machine.
Yeah, looking good. A sports graphic machine out there right now, running. You've been up front a couple times, running pretty good there in the mid pack and running up. I've seen you got up there top 5 or whatnot. I mean, you think you got a car that might be able to get up front, or is it just very hard right now? Is it hard to pass, or is it easy to pass right now to get around these guys?
It's definitely not easy to pass. I mean, it's hard to get. You got a guy that can get a run on the outside, and it's pretty hard to get a run on the inside. You got to really be patient at it, and I don't know if I've got a car that can contend up there, but never give up. Maybe it'll turn into a fuel mileage race or something like that here at the end. But yeah, never give up, and you never know what might happen. So just keep digging.
Absolutely. Well, good luck out there in that 25 machine.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, so Corey Blevins right there. Man, got the sports graphics machine out there flying in the good colors. Looking good so far. Like I said, just a tricky track here at Charlotte Motor Speedway here. These guys, man, are just trying to handle this place. It's very, very loose out here, very treacherous. It's just one of those tracks where it's a driver style track. I mean, that's what we like to see. We like to see these guys get out here and drive this place and whatnot. Oh, wow, for the first time tonight, looks like old Benjamin Nelson's up there. Man, got to show me the Benjamin. Well, I thought he was. Maybe still Jake Nichols up front. But they're still side by side. Zach Hall's going to be on the front side of this one here, so hang on to it. It's going to be interesting. Mark Whitley's back up there. He's bounced back from trouble for the day. There's Cedric Hunter. He's got the Hello Kitty machine, going to wave at the world there. Wow. Gerald West, a who's here at Racing Freaks. As the pace car drops off, here we go. Green flag in the air. Very careful there on that start. They do. Look at that. The 77 just bumped the 47 and said, go, go, go. And he did. He went as he'll try to get side to side. Can't get that. Looks like the inside lane is the dominant lane here of what you want on a start. But Mark Whitley tried to do what he could do to get that 47 machine to go. Look at Nick Crawford on the inside, power the NASA machine. As up front, you got about 5 cars. Zach Hall's doing everything he can to hang on to that thing. That car's ill handling in its own right. As the 2 up front take off, here goes the 77 Mark Whitley. He's got a championship to win. He says and knows it. He's like, I got to get in front of Zach Hall and make some points up. These guys been storming around this track big. Look at that 77, the Pepsi Max machine out there. Mark Whitley, he is trying to power and run down that subway up there. Hey, subs and Pepsi, that's a good combination right there. Now, I don't care what anybody says. But out front, though, you got Jake Nichols. He's still trying to hang on to it. He's had that 47 on his back deck lid the whole entire race. If he makes one little slip, one mistake, Benjamin Nelson will go flying around him. Mark Whitley's still trying to do everything he can to run him down, try to figure out something that he can do here to get up there and try to get around these guys. He's got to try to do something different. Yeah, he'll figure it out before it's over with. Well, as I say that, here comes Nick Crawford. They'll go door to door. Oh, Jeff Gilmore's around. He's wrecking. The 57's around. Let's go back on him. See what happened to him on here. I think he just got loose coming out of the turn. He was following Cedric Hunter right there. Yep, come out of the turn. Oh, hit the outside wall. Slams the inside wall. Hang on to it. There he did. Hang on to it. Oh, Randy. Ooh, Randy was in the Flintstone machine sitting there going, please stay down low. I don't want you coming up high on me. Wow. Well, it's a very good battle so far up front. All right, let's I'm interested to see what that man in the second spot, Benjamin Nelson, has to say. Let him get through his pit stop here right fast, folks. Don't want to mess them up on their pit stops. These guys, man, they got to concentrate when they do that. Well, that's what they tell me anyways. Give me on the huge TV at the track. Yeah, nah, that's probably not going to happen. But anyways. Yeah, I want to appreciate iRacing for letting me be on the iRacing Live. We got a winter series coming up here for the Racing Freaks. Going to be interesting. So let's get talking here with old Benjamin Nelson. Benjamin Nelson, Joe at the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, all night long you have been in the tire tracks of that man of the 79 of Jake Nichols. Looks like you just beat him off on pit road here. Do you got anything that can get around him? How's the track feeling? How's the car feeling?
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit better than him throughout the run. I just need to figure out a way to stay in front of him, or before I needed to get around him. I just couldn't find a way to do it without killing my tires. So it's pretty slick out here. It's greasy. There's not really much grip anywhere.
Absolutely. Well, you got that Subway machine looking good. Last week, y'all had a duel of a battle going on coming towards the end. Looks like you got another one out here. And yeah, it looks like you're going to be out front on this start. How tricky are the starts out here as opposed to what it was at Dover?
I think Dover was a little bit more challenging. Here you can nail it a little harder, but you still can't go full pelt right at the green. You still got to be a little bit careful.
All right, good deal. Well, the next one is, I think you got the car, bring it home tonight?
I do.
All right, good deal. Good confidence out there, like to see it. Folks, that's Benjamin Nelson, the man looking good in the Subway machine. Good luck out there, Benjamin.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Can't get him back down there. He was in the Mayhem Motorsports duo down there with Bob Skinner, Rockstar, Cedric Hunter and company, and old Brandon Mullen. Well, it's going to be interesting to see, like he just said. He's going to be the man controlling this start here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens up front. Jake now has to be very careful on the start because he's not going to be able to jump it or be able to get out front like he normally was. So it's going to be interesting to watch on this restart what Jake does, because now he's got Nick Crawford there and Cedric Hunter. And don't count out Zach Hall. Now Cedric Hunter and Zach Hall, they are definitely wanting to duke it out because they got a lot on the line. Championship. Those two guys, wow. We have definitely had some mayhem. It has been a very fun race to watch. I don't know about y'all, but I've enjoyed watching it. I thought by watching the beginning of it here, they actually would, they actually would show a lot of single file, maybe green flag runs and whatnot. So, but it hasn't been very, very good. I know Robert Moyer's probably pulling his hair out, going, "Guys, I got a lot of cautions. What's wrong with y'all?" And we really only got 2 cars out. Tyler Sifford never made the field, got connection problems, but Jeff Gilmore's the other one that's out now for the night. So we still got 15 of these machines out here starting. And they're rumbling out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway here. RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. About to get set to go back green flag racing. Here we go, pace cars in. That man up front in the Subway machine, going to be lap 103 of 166 across the line. He didn't get going. And Nick Crawford, he had to go. He pushed him. We're going to head off into the turn. He was talking about you could go a little bit more, but you had to be a little easy. Look at the rocks flying. Whoa! The 4 there, Nick Crawford almost lost it coming out. They still will go neck and neck. Heading into the turn, Benjamin Nelson. He's got his front out front. Can he hang on to it in the middle? Jake might have to let him get it. This might be the first time coming to the line. Benjamin's going to lead that one over Jake. Jake's going to have to fall back in behind that man in the 47. As now he'll fall to the second spot. We're going to see what happens on this one. Benjamin Nelson takes it to the point. Nichols right there behind him. You got Nick Crawford sitting behind him, and back behind that, wow, Hello Kitty, Zach Hall, Gerald West and company along with Corey Blevins. They're having their own dog fight of a mess going on as they storm across the line to complete lap 104, 166 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Absolutely. You're right. Definitely. Speed cam. Absolutely. You want the rundown order. That's right. Well, we haven't been able to get a rundown order because, well, every time we tried it, caution come out. But you know what? We can get you that. Here we go. Let's go. OSRNetwork rundown order. That man right there tonight put it out front and is looking good. He put it on pole and he's out front for the first time tonight. Benjamin Nelson with a Subway machine. There, Jake Nichols started second. Currently sitting, he's led 94 laps and he's sitting in second spot right now. Third place man, Nick Crawford, powering high with a NASA shuttle machine right there in the number 4. Third place spot. Fourth place man, Cedric Hunter with the Hello Kitty machine. He needs those points big time right here as he's sitting right in the 4th spot. Behind him, Zach Hall lurking in the wins though, sitting in the 5th place spot. 6th place man, Corey Blevins right there. Sports graphics machine. He's got the Keys Architects Association on the hood. Currently running in 6th. 7th place, Mark Whitley. He got the Pepsi Max, the Dragon himself right there running in the 7th spot. 9th place man, Gerald West. Call him Jay Weezy. He's got a Glock in perfection out there. Smith & Wesson's got guns a-blazing. Sitting in 9th. 10th place man, actually 8th place, just got past Neil Odegaard sitting in 8th. That's going to put us back to 9th. 10th place man, Brandon Mullen got Jack Daniels. Looked like he's been riding with some Jack Daniels. His car does anyways. Gotta hate that, but he's still running 10th place. 11th place man, Randy Fayosh. Hey, he got that Flintstone on crack machine, Cartoon Network 54. Right now in 11th spot. 12th place man, Bob Skinner, the rock star. He's got the green machine with the ladies on the hood. Looking good out there, running around. They call him the rock star, Bob Skinner. Currently running in the 12th spot. Right now, 13th Hot Wheels man himself, James Hackworth's in the 13th place. And Robert Moyer sitting in 16th. Jeff Gilmore, Ethan Kurtz, Tyler Sifford are all out of this, and it's going to bring us right on back up here to that man right there, Benjamin Nelson, back up front. Wow, it has been a very, very good race. First time Nelson's been out front. He said he probably is a little faster than Jake. And I think right now, hey, he's proven it. His words, man, are speaking volumes right now because he's out front and he's hanging on to this thing. There's a very good battle, man, is starting to brew up here, though, for Zach Hall and company. Hang on to that one here. We're going to have to watch this battle as those two guys, man, are going to blister around this track a little bit. Is Nick Crawford gaining in just a some? We'll have to see. Let's look back here, man, what the Hello Kitty machine's doing. There's Nick Crawford and company. Wow. It does. Nancy car looks very nice. I will give him credit. A nice looking paint job on him. Very nice looking paint job. He's Cedric Hunter is closing in on Nick Crawford right now. And I'm going to tell you, Benjamin Nelson is running away from Jake Nichols. He got around him, and I think that's all it took. And he is long gone. He's got about a car length an advantage here. We're at lap 112, and we still got a little bit to go. Anything can happen. You know, we've seen it all race long between those two up front. And anything could happen throughout this whole entire race. It'll be interesting to see what does transpire as we keep going. I hope everyone's enjoying this one. As much as I'm enjoying it anyways, I'm enjoying it. I don't know about y'all, but hey, y'all know me, I love racing. I like the action here of racing. That's what I like. Here we go. These guys, man, right now storming very high and wide. All right. Right now, we got a good battle about to happen there. That Ford machine, he's got Hello Kitty. Cedric Hunter's coming right there, pulling up on his back deck lid. Hang on to it just for a little bit. It'll be interesting to see what happens. That's right. There we go. Look at this. Let's go here on the split screen side to side and show you what's going on, because Cedric Hunter's looking on the high side of the Ford machine. As you look there, Jake Nichols, he is losing ground to that man. So we're going to go with Nick Crawford and go over there and watch it on a dual time, so to speak. We'll just go back real time here and see. Whoa, very close to a collision almost. Hang on to it. That Ford, Nick Crawford, came down a little bit and almost got a bite out of the kitty. As now they go duking it out. They will go 2 wide right here. It's coming down the back stretch. The Ford machine is on the outside. The 13's on the inside. As they storm off into turn number 3, they'll come out of turn 4 here this time by. Cedric Hunter will get that spot away from him. Wow. Oh, the cool kids. Yeah, there you go. Well, I appreciate, man, who it is. Like I always say, 1 viewer, 1,000,000 viewers. Man, I do this thing because I love it. And I like, man, all the people coming out here watching it. Very good race going on so far. And here comes Corey Blevins. He's moving up into the mix here. Don't count him out. You've got Mark Whitley still there. Although I do need to find somebody else maybe come up in the booth with me every once in a while. Where'd Ethan go? Ethan, man, is he out of this race? He's out of this race. He can come out in the booth with me. So what we got going on? Right now, still got a good battle happening. All right. Wow, look at that 3 car right there. Nick Crawford went to the wall. Uh-oh. What's going on, Ethan? A little disappointed. Well, a tough track, out here tonight. A lot of these guys have been talking all race long that it's just a treacherous track and it's really slick, but it has brought on about some good racing, and we're seeing a good battle right now. Actually seeing old Nick Crawford company up there battling it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
I haven't been paying too much attention to the race ever since I wrecked out of it.
Well, well, you're not the only one that's had some unfortunate set of circumstances tonight. So, I mean, you're looking to get out there from time to time. Again, like this track here, I like to say it was a driver-style track.
Yeah, it was definitely very important to know what you were doing out there and be able to run the track well enough to get around it and not wreck.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, definitely. And all the drivers that I've been able to talk to throughout this entire race have said the same thing. Just a very tricky track, one that you can't it's a driver style track. Now one of the drivers out here mentioned something maybe you could tell us. He said that one side of the track was loose and the other side was kind of tight.
Yeah, I was definitely feeling that. I felt like it also depended on what part of the corner you were in. I felt like the entry was much looser than the exit, but depending on how you exited, sometimes it'd be a push loose, so you'd push up the corner, but as soon as you got to where you wanted to be and started to straighten out, it'd get really loose. And it really depended on the line you were running. It depended on the lap you ran, and it was very driver and line dependent.
All right, folks, that was Ethan Kurtz there. Man, just getting a little insight, unfortunately, out of the race here, tonight. Just kind of give us what a lot of these guys are feeling out here. We're still seeing an awesome battle going on here. Nick Crawford, he's on the inside there, the 25. They're battling it out for the 6 and 7 spot throughout that entire time. Still got a good battle going on here. Benjamin Nelson still out front, controlling this one. I mean, he's still got this lead there. Doesn't have it by much because Jake Nichols is all over the back end of the subway machine there. So a battle up front with 40 to go here. We got battles out back, Corey Blevins and company. Wow, this thing is just starting to come to life here just like it was. Look at Jake, he's searching around that track. I mean, that's constant professionalism there, I guess, or constant awareness of what's going on throughout here. He goes high, goes low, gets a good run on the inside. Is he going to be able to take it? Benjamin might have the run, though, coming off. We're going to see if he gets the run coming off the turn. He does get a good run, but he almost ran it up into the wall. Has a battle for the lead. Jake's going to get that spot. Benjamin's going to try one more time up high. Oh, they almost touch coming out of turn 4. Jake still, wow. He muscled his way to the inside of that number 47. That's just a power move right there, folks. Awesome. Well, that was a pass for the lead, and we're also seeing right here a good battle going on for the 6th, 7th, and 8th spot here. That's Nick Crawford, Corey Blevins, Brandon Mullen in the mix there. As they're duking it out. Look at that right there. Neil Odegaard, he's a lap. Neil Odegaard back on the lead lap. Caught up in the wreck earlier on. Back at it again. Holy cow. Brandon Mullen right there in the mix. So don't count these guys out. They are definitely out there fighting it out. He's got Cedric Hunters pushed it up in the 3rd spot. Mark Whitley's 4th. Zach Hall's in 5th. That's a lot of chase drivers there. And look at the 99. He says, hey, wow. Absolutely. Classic Charlotte. Battles everywhere. Up front, the middle, and the back. 36 to go across that line. Good running here. And this is the first time we're under a long style green flag run. Benjamin Nelson did everything he could on that run. Now it looks like Jake might have saved a little bit on that run. Here we go. 99, look at that. Green flag stops, folks. We hadn't seen that all night long. Wow. Who knew? Who knew? Did you think we was going to get some green flag stops in? I wouldn't have thought so, but hey, I'm just saying. Well, it has been a very good race. From the green flag to the checker flag, not the checker flag yet, but the green flag to so where we're at right now, has been a very good one. Cedric Hunter makes his pit stop coming back out. Definitely a caution right now is not what Cedric, Mark, Zach, and all those guys would want. Gerald, Bob Skinner, and company, they definitely wouldn't want a caution at this point. No, sir. Oh, Robert Boyer, he's not having the night he wants, but he's out there still trucking. He knows he can get points. He can get one more position, and that's valuable points, folks. Valuable. That's old Randy Faust right there. Look good. He got that Flintstone on crack machine. Cartoon Network. Man just says he comes out here to have fun. I like that attitude about him. He says, look, yeah, I know I'm probably not the fastest route, but he comes out and he said, I want to have fun, and I'm having a blast out here with these guys. He comes out here to racing. He's been really dedicated to the league. I like that about him. Awesome, man, old Randy out there. So he's looking good, man, just trucking around this track. Like that. James Hackworth's right there. Hackworth Jr., he's got the Hot Wheels machine. That's another one that just says he comes out here having fun. Oh, a caution came out now, it'd be, Yeah, well, I got a feeling that we're not seeing the end of it as Benjamin Nelson comes into the pits. Uh-oh. I tell you what, Benjamin Nelson came into the pit sideways. Almost lost it, folks. Wow. So that's going to hurt him. Yeah, they love racing, man. I mean, it's almost like what I like doing, like coming out here, watching all this racing excitement. Very, very good stuff. And that man right there, James Hackworth, along with Randy, both of those guys love what they do. Now, Benjamin Nelson came in a lap earlier, but he got hurt coming in. Wow. I almost lost it coming into the pit road. Had to be very careful. There's Benjamin coming out of pit road. He lost a ton of time on pit road. As Jake himself is on pit road. There's Neil Odegaard. Bob Skinner, the rock star. He's been kind of quiet most of the race. So is Tina out there in the chat. I think she might be being a little calm tonight. I have to watch her, you know. Yeah, the one that really got hurt was Benjamin on that pit stop. Yeah, that pit stop cycle right there really hurt Benjamin Nelson. But it's going to shake this one up a little bit. Jake's right there, and he's all over the back end of Nick Crawford. Nick's going to say, okay, I'll battle you a little bit right here. Jake will take it easy, though. He's not going to do anything crazy to try to get around him. Because James and Randy are the only two that have yet to pit, and I believe they're on pit road now. Cedric Hunter's going to cycle around here and get some laps led. When this thing comes around here, that's right, those two right there, all three of those guys. Oh, okay, Tina said she's taking care of the baby. Good deal. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. Well, look, the baby, he likes watching racing too. He wants to cheer daddy on. He says, go, Bob, go. Or he'd say, go, Dad, go. Either way, he'd say something. Well, that's a three-car battle right there. Cedric Hunter knows if he stays where he's at, he's going to lead some laps. Valuable bonus points. Now, here's the thing. They're 10.9 seconds ahead of Jake. 26 laps to go. Lap time wise, Cedric Hunter did a 28.87 and Jake did a 28.81. Jake might be gaining some, but it's going to be close. He will gain, as I say that, here he comes out of the turn just like a demon. Now he's only 2 seconds back. Well, never mind. I do 10 seconds there for a minute. They must have had to update. But he's not gaining at an astronomical rate. That's the thing. As there's going to go Mark Whitley on the inside. Now Zach Hall. That's what Cedric wants to see. Keep Zach Hall back there. And all they're beating and banging each other. As the 32 goes on the inside to 77. Well, that's definitely what the Hello Kitty of Cedric Hunter wants to see. Them guys back there, man, just kill each other. As they come out of turn 4, they still will be throwing punches, throwing kicks and everything else. 3,400 pounds, might I add, of fast stock cars here. But they've got a fast Jake Nichols coming, and they know it. Jake's got to be mindful. Them two guys up are battling for points, and they're battling for position. He's just battling for a win. So he's got to be mindful of what these guys do. He tries to climb in. It's awesome. Definitely try to climb up in there and try to ride. Try to drive. He's going to help Bob out. See? That's what's going to happen. He's going to be up there and take Bob's spot one day. That's it. I already see it. Bob Jr. The Rockstar Jr. right there. Awesome. Like to see that. Love to see that. It's awesome. Oh, wow. 79 went right around the 32. No doubt. We'll see how well he tries to get around this car right here. He goes on the inside. Takes it of ease right there. Wow. He's going to set his sights on that man up front, Cedric Hunter. Cedric would love to win this one. Wow. He would love to try to take this thing home. I don't know. He might have Hello Kitty out front waving. But it's going to be a long, long shot for him. There's a very good battle brewing for the lead right here. The 13 trying to do everything he can. Cedric Hunter. Jake in his back deck lid. One's on a little older tires, one's on newer. See the closing rate of the 79 right there. Wow. As he pulls up on the deck lid, he's going to look on the inside. Is he going to get it done? He'll come off to the back stretch heading to turn 3. They'll go 2x2. He makes the pass on him. The 79 does, coming out of Ford across the line. Well, Cedric got some valuable bonus points there that he needed. Very valuable bonus points. Wow. There you see it. The big head of the Hello Kitty. 18 to go this time by. Well, caution definitely would mess up a lot. I'd say that. Oh, Hello Kitty right there. He's just seeing him go way off in the sunset. It's been a very good battle throughout this one. We're spread out here because of all the green flag stops right now. Benjamin Nelson got caught up early on. He's trying to pull up, but well, he's 14 seconds. He's going to need a caution. As we're watching Zach Hall right there running in the fourth spot. Cedric Hunter, he's looking good for the start of this second phase of the chase here. And folks, that's right, we're in the middle of a chase here with these guys. They follow the real NASCAR chase schedule. So this is actually round 2 of the chase. Nick Crawford right there looking good. Corey Blevins on his back deck lid. We're still watching Zach Hall battle around this place. A good battle going on between those two cars. Wow. As we're here live here tonight, Charlotte Motor Speedway, RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. Been a good experience of a race so far. 15 to go. We're winding it down here. And it's just one of those things. Benjamin Nelson messed himself up on pit lane. Watching a good battle, though, here for 5th and 6th spot. Corey Blevins looks on the inside to come to the line. Nick Crawford's going to have it that time by as they storm into turn 1. They will go side by side into turn number 1. Door to door coming out of 2. Look at that, though. Corey Blevins almost had it, but then here comes Nick powering back on the outside. He puts the afterburners on. I think the inside, well, I was going to say the inside had him. Going to have to hang on to it. They come out of, oh, they got into each other. They bumped coming out of 4. Wow. Yeah, they pushed up. He just couldn't hold it down on the inside, pushed up the track. And here come a ton of cars around. That's going to bring Nick, going to bring everybody around it. Oh, yeah, Nick's having a hard time now. Gerald West is moving up in the 7th spot there. Brandon Mullen right there in 6th. He's had a rough day, but been able to still fight back. And look good so far doing it. Oh, Randy Fayos right there behind him. Mark Whitley still. Mark is another one that's had a up and down day, and he's currently still sitting in the 3rd place spot. Cedric comes out of here in 2nd. That's a win-win right there. Wow. Especially for the chase, because Benjamin's just not making up any ground at all. He's definitely fast. Problem is he's 15 seconds. He would need a caution, and we got 11 to go. They cross the line, it's going to be 10 to go. And next time, bye, folks. Here's the 2 things. Caution doesn't fly at 166. Well, we're looking for 166. But 5 to go if a caution comes out. That puts an end to it right there. As you are seeing a battle happening right here with Brandon Mullen. Look good. Look at that. James Hackworth Jr., he's the first man lapped down. He's on new tires. Corey Blevins got his hands full. Randy Fayos right there. He's along with him. That's a battle actually before those 2 guys. As you see right here on the side here, we're going to see that's old Cedric Hunter right there. Looking good. That's Corey Blevins and the 99 there. Neil Odegaard. Actually, excuse me, Randy Fayos, my bad. All right, well, there you go. Corey Blevins makes that pass on him. Heads up front here. Zach Hall still trying to hang on for everything he can. He's about 7 seconds back. Mark Whitley right there. And Benjamin did everything. He just messed himself up on that pit road. That's what messed him up bad right there. Sorry about that, folks. We're mashing button on my side to side. We got 8 to go. And that man right there, just a lonely feeling after he messed himself up coming out of pits. Wow. Benjamin Nelson. Nothing he can do. Well, right now, Jake has about a 5-second lead up front. The green flag pit stop that we had has kind of just mixed this one up all over the place. Here we go. Here's a good battle. Corey Blevins, Brandon Mullen. They'll try to duke it out here and go side by side. Well, let's watch this battle here. That's what we're seeing. Right now, Cedric Hunter's about 5 seconds back from that man right there who's going to run over the camera. Show 79 of Jake Nichols out front. Cedric Hunter sitting there in 2nd. Mark Whitley in 3rd. Zach Hall sitting in 4th. Brandon Mullen, though, along with Corey Blevins, they're back there in the back, respectably running and looking good so far. Here we go. What a battle happening, man, right there. Corey Blevins. So we'll watch this one with 5 to go as we watch our leaders up front here. As far as the chase goes, it's going to be a good points day for that man right there, Cedric Hunter in the 13 machine. Hello, Kitty. And also Mark Whitley and Zach Hall. I mean, they got to think about points. Sure, you know, they're probably all saying, well, Jake and Benjamin, they're out here, man. They're just winning races. They're taking it away from us. But points and consistency, that wins championships. And right now, Cedric Hunter's doing what he can do. He's led some laps. He's actually led about 9 laps here tonight. Zach Hall hasn't led any. So that's the big difference right there. Mark Whitley, well, he's led 1. Hey, that's a point. That's some bonus points right there. And those are very, very valuable that you need here and whatnot. So you need those points. So that man right there, Cedric Hunter's got everything he needs to do and more, and looking good. Benjamin Nelson's probably the one out there who had just had a good shot at it and then just went away. He messed up on pit road and just one of them deals. Because, wow, well, I'll tell you what, Corey Blevins came out of the turn and almost lost that thing. 2 times to go. One more time for the man out front. Jake Nichols here. As we'll watch these guys, man, come across the line one more time. Zach Hall and company. As we'll watch Jake come along, but we're going to watch this battle here with Brandon Mullen and that man right there. As Jake takes the white flag one more time around this huge 1.5 mile track here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Yeah, Corey Blevins on one side. Well, we had him on one side there, him on the other, but coming out of turn number 3 for the final time tonight here, coming out of turn 4. That man right there, Jake Nichols, will take the win here tonight, along with Cedric Hunter sitting in second, coming out of turn 4. Good points night there is what he's got to think about here. Definitely a very good points night, and just unfortunate set of circumstances for that man of Benjamin Nelson. Wow, hated it on his end, but again, congratulations to him. And here we go. That's all Brandon Mullen, Corey Blevins. So what a race here tonight, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Absolutely a good professional style run for these guys tonight. Wow. See if we can't get these guys up here and talk to them. All right, well, I'll tell you what, that was a phenomenal race here. These guys did everything they needed to do here tonight. So let's see if we can get some interviews in here real quick. As we're going to bring up our third place man, Mark Whitley. Mark Whitley, Joe out in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Well, I'll tell you what, you had an up and down, eventful race here. Started out pretty good, got caught up in a little incident early on, but you fought back for a really good points night for you here to finish this thing off, coming home here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway in third to end the night here. I mean, like you said earlier on, I know the car was treacherous, but how was it feeling there at the end that you got a good long green flag run in?
Well, the good news is it got predictable after a while, because once you got going for 10, 15 laps, you didn't know one lap it was going to be tight, the next lap it'd be loose, and then I don't know if you were watching it. We had a three-way battle going on back there for third or fourth, and a couple laps before that, I came off turn 2. I didn't think anything of it, and the thing about swapped ends on me, and I don't know how I caught it, but it was treacherous. But the longer it went, it just got tight, so you was able to predict it a little bit better. But all around, it was a good, after that little incident, it was a good rest of the race for us.
Yeah, you fought back, and I did. Like I said, I was seeing that all night long. It looked like, what you were talking about, guys would get tight coming out the one side, but then that thing would just snap coming out of the turn, and you just had to hang on to it. But, hey, like you said, good points night for you. Coming out here, I know we're in the middle of the chase and whatnot, running for this championship. You got to get them points every way you can. Definitely leading that lap out there, getting a bonus point for you. An awesome run to bounce back, never giving up, coming out here and finishing this thing off in third. Ain't got anybody out there you want to thank for it?
Just everybody around the league putting on the show, you putting on the broadcast, parents, girlfriend, everybody around me. And to your other point, it's hard to kill a dragon. That's all I'm saying. It's hard to kill it. You'll get it, hurt it, but it'll always come back.
That's right. The Dragon definitely was breathing fire tonight and looking good out there doing it. Charlotte Motor Speedway. Mark Whitley there pulling it off. Third place man tonight. Again, congratulations on it, Mark.
All right. Thanks, Joe. Have a good night.
All right. Good deal. I'll tell you what, we're going to go down here and speak with the Hello Kitty man himself, Cedric Hunter here. He did everything he could do, but a very good points night on his end there to pull him off in second place. Cedric Hunter, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, I tell you, you fought back. You got back up there. You led some laps, and that's what you needed to do. Very, very good points night for you. Eye on the prize championship. That's what it's about here. I know y'all want to win races and all. That's just a racer mentality. But to come out of here in second tonight, to battle back, to lead some laps out there to get some bonus points, how did it feel? I know everybody said treacherous track. Now, Mark mentioned that it became predictable as it went on with that long green flag run. How did you feel when it went?
I loved it. I mean, the track was hard to drive. It's not typically something we run on. The track was a little harder than we usually get for dynamic weather and everything, but it was really fun. It was really good. Predictable, I would say, more or less. It was kind of tight going into the corners on a longer run. Coming off the corners, the rear end would kind of slide a little bit, step out, but it was really good. It was really fun, and I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. And again, coming out of here tonight, round 2, first race of the chase, and obviously a very good points night. You know, you've got Zach Hall right there in the mix with you, and it's going to be a tough one to the end here for Homestead. But I mean, again, you're looking for that eye on the prize there, championship here at the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And the battle back here to lead some laps, to finish it off here in second here. Now, I know you'd like to have the win out, but to finish it off in second and to be a position ahead of what Zach was out there, how does that mean coming out of this race here going into Talladega?
That's huge. I mean, like you said, we're going into Talladega, so I mean, I'll take whatever points advantage I can get going into that race, and hopefully we get a strong showing at that track. I know it's kind of a free-for-all, and anybody can win there. Anything can happen. I mean, you can go in there and get wrecked on the opening lap, and you know your race is done. So I'm glad that we finished second. I think that was a really good showing. We could have gone the lead, just unfortunately, or the win. Just unfortunately, the circumstances didn't count for it. It's just, you know, the small things with Ben getting a penalty and Jake kind of running by himself and not having anybody to challenge him due to the fact that the 47 had the penalty and stuff like that. I think, and I can't help but admit, I came down pit road on that very last pit stop and was way too slow. I think I lost like 2 seconds or so. So all the tiny things kind of cost me the win. So in the end, we finished second. It was a really good race, but like you said, my eyes on the championship. So I'm gonna do whatever I can to get it.
Well, absolutely, definitely eye on the prize. You're talking about being there. We saw him on that penalty coming down, hurt him in there in the long run. Definitely a good battle. But hey, what hurt him benefited you. Definitely getting up there, like you said, leading some laps, getting some valuable bonus points, going into the unknown next week. That's what we'll call that. That's the wild card race. Talladega Super Speedway next Saturday. Going to be a thriller there in the chase again. You got anybody out there you want to thank Cedric for an awesome run tonight?
Absolutely. I want to give huge shout outs to Jake for winning the race. It was a really, really good one. It was a tough one. I want to thank yourself for the broadcasting, all the fans and everybody that show up every week to watch the race. It's greatly appreciated to have our constant followers and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I want to thank the admins, Bobby, Robert, and Zach for, and I guess myself for doing what we do. I want to thank everybody that shows up every week, because without them, I mean, we wouldn't have a league, right? We wouldn't have races. So huge thank you to them. I want to thank my teammates as well for kind of helping me out. I know I was struggling tonight on the short runs, and I was kind of able to exchange notes throughout practice and stuff like that, and improve a little bit. So shout out to them, and yeah.
Good deal. Well, like I say, man, I appreciate it. I've always said it before. Thankful, man, for y'all guys let me put this thing on, and awesome racing that y'all do week in and week out. Fantastic league here at the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League. Again, congratulations, Cedric Hunter, pulling the thing off in second tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we'll tell you what, let's head off down here in the victory lane. Jake Nichols had his hands full there for most of the night, but then he eventually was able to pull it off here. Jake, is Joe right in the booth? Got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'll tell you what, you had your hands full all night long. You had a submachine there in your rear view mirror, and if you could have got a little closer, you could have took a bite out the front end of that thing. And he got around you there at one time. I didn't know if he'd be able to catch him running back down. You was able to, and then he had the mishap on pit road, and it just all was over at that point. I've talked to the other guys throughout the whole entire race, and everybody's pretty much the same. Track was just very, very, treacherous style track. The most thing they were saying, one side tight, one side was loose. But also another thing they were talking about, that long green flag run, was it very predictable. How did you feel that was there on that long green flag run?
It was a little predictable. I knew I could have some speed, or at least enough to really get to Benjamin, because
he was really good in short run. He was good at long run too, but I think I just had like a hair better speed at one point in the long run where I just tried to make that move, and that's when I passed him late in the race before the last pit stop. But yeah, Charlotte's always that track where if you're in the daytime, especially, where 1 and 2, you have more grip where you're going to be a little more loose, and 3 and 4 is where it's just tighter corner. You're going to push up against the wall. It's always treacherous turn 4. It's where you see a lot of wrecks. A lot of people smack the wall because it's just tight. And really with the daytime, that added to it, and I expected it to be that same way throughout the whole race. So you really just had to work the throttle. That's really just all it was, to try to make sure you turned enough but not too much, where you clip the apron in 3 and 4 or something, and you could wreck, you could overcorrect, you could just lose a lot of time. So it's a little predictable with long run, but still very tough.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was an awesome run out there. Definitely was one to see the battle between you and actually Benjamin, and then see the battle down there with Cedric Hunter as he was out front there. Definitely a good points night on his end coming out of here. Now, we go to Talladega next week. That's the unknown. What do you think about that?
Well, I like super speedway racing. Don't have many partners sometimes because I don't expect to have many friends on there on the plate races. That's everyone's one chance to win. Everyone wants to go and win that race. If you feel like you're not going to win any other race, you know for sure that that's the track that you have a chance to win at. So I don't expect many people to follow me if I make a run, but it should be a good show, that's for sure. It should be just as good as tonight. We had a really good battle tonight. I wish Benjamin didn't have his issues with pit lane there, because we were going to have a really good battle for the win.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was actually some good battles throughout the whole entire thing. As you think about it, the track actually produced that, even though as much as treacherous as it was, it takes me back to last week at Dover. That track wasn't the best of all, and y'all were a driver's track. I like that, me personally. Next week's more of, well, and we go to next week, it's going to be a total different ball game. The last 2 races have been, well, I've said it time and time again, skill tracks. And next week is more of, like you said, it's an anybody's ball game. It's one of those unknown style deals. But hey, either way, that's next week. Tonight, you pulled it off here at Charlotte for the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. Got me out there you want to thank?
Of course, the OSRNetwork Ford Fusion there. Fast car for sure on rails. So thanks to you and everyone that joins you in the booth for every race you broadcast. You guys always do a great job. So I would love supporting you guys and putting you guys on my hood and the side of the cars, as well as Tyler Sifford's car as well when he shows up and races. Lately he's had some internet issues, but I think we'll get that fixed, hopefully. But Racing Freaks, putting these on. I love racing, having that extra night a week to race. I don't really know much else to thank. Benjamin, great race with him. I think he deserved a better finish, but sometimes things don't go your way. I know he'll learn from it and probably beat me next time. So just a great race overall. So thanks for doing the great broadcast here. I'll definitely tune in later on tonight or tomorrow and go watch and enjoy that. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, thank you, man, and thank these guys. Like I said, the league over here, awesome one here at this RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. Well, Jake, congratulations on the win tonight. It was a thriller here at Charlotte. Again, congratulations for the win.
Thanks.
All right. I'll tell you what, folks, right there, that's Jake Nichols. Well, folks, that was an awesome one. Like you just said, go back and relive this one here. You can at OSRNetwork on YouTube, Twitch, either way. And we were here live tonight on the iRacing Live. I want to appreciate iRacing for letting us do that. Well, we're here tomorrow night. We got the NGRL, Next Gen Racing. They're in the middle of their chase, and they have only got 2 races left before we head off into a Homestead there. So tune in for some truck action tomorrow night. Until then, I hope everyone had a wonderful night. Appreciate you tuning in. Everyone had a good night.
Have you ever wanted to drive a real race car on a famous NASCAR track? The staff at Stock Car Racing Experience will suit you up, teach you what you need to know, and put you behind the wheel of a 160-mile-per-hour stock car on NASCAR's famous Pocono Raceway.
That was great. I enjoyed it. Unbelievable.
It's that unique, one-of-a-kind experience you'll never forget.
It was definitely worth it.
The second time I did it, and I'm still shaking.
Call or register online at 877stockcar.com for a heart-pounding, once-in-a-lifetime experience. You won't forget it.